Hey, you guys. So far, we have been adding just a couple of really simple things to our shed as we're editing it in a program called Revit. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add something called a component to jazz up the interior features of your shed, turning it into more of a he shed or a she shed or a gardening shed, whatever it is you would like to pretend. So we are going to be heading back into the architecture tab on Revit. And once we're in that architecture tab, we're going to go to this little button here that says component. Not a lot happens when we switch to the component, except for look at, I have something floating around my screen. And if you're wondering what is it, you're actually going to look over here in that ribbon on the left and it will be shown in your properties menu. I am adding a desk. Now I have no intentions of turning my shed into a little office and adding a desk. So I'm just going to leave that be. But if you wanted to add a desk to yours, go ahead. Just make sure that when you add any furniture to your shed, it is not intersecting with a door. You could maybe put a shed inside of or in front of a window, but definitely not in the way of a door. But for this lesson, I want to add some specific cabinetry. To find that cabinetry, we're going to go to this little button here that says Load Family. I'm going to click on it one time, and inside my screen, a new window opens up where I am asked to load a family. Now, thankfully, Revit is set up so great for us right now. We are jumping right into this US Imperial folder. If you are not, if for any reason you are seeing US Metric or just Metric here, please contact your teacher. You should be looking inside a US Imperial folder. What that really means is everything is measured in inches and feet, not in millimeters and centimeters. Next, we're going to go inside the casework folder. I'm just going to do a double click. Inside this casework folder, I have all kinds of cabinetry in here. I have base cabinets that you would find in your kitchen, countertops that you could find in a kitchen, open shelving, tall cabinets found in a kitchen, and wall cabinets found in that kitchen. You most likely are not going to find much for a bathroom, even though there are bathroom cabinets in many of your houses and homes. We just won't find anything that's probably not going to be the right size. I could be wrong, but I think it's all going to be the wrong size. I'm going to start by adding in some base cabinets to my shed. I'm going to click on that folder once, and then I'm just going to do a fast double click. Inside here, I have a whole bunch of cool different kinds of options. Notice when I click on one, I get a little preview off to the right. I'm just using the arrow keys on my keyboard to check out the different styles of kitchen cabinets I can add. Now, I was wrong. Here it says right here, these are all vanity cabinets. I'm going to be really careful to not add any vanity cabinets to my shed. The reason for that is I know, because I've done enough building and I've worked with Revit enough, vanity cabinets are going to be a shorter height than the base cabinets. So I'm going to stick to my base cabinets, and I am going to start by adding this one right here, base cabinet, double door, and 2 drawers. So I'm going to select that one, and I'm going to click on open. Nothing really magical happens yet, except for I can add this cabinet to my wall. I'm going to add this to the lowest wall, that back wall. Notice I'm not clicking right now. I do not want to add it to the exterior side of the wall. I want to add it to the interior of the wall, and I'm just going to click once, and I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to click again. I'm not going to move them just yet. Now let's see if I have any additional features over here. Yes, I do. This is what I was hoping for. I am going to also add in a 36-inch base cabinet to plop in this far corner. Boom. Now let's see what other kind of cabinetry I can add into my shed. I would love to find one that can hold a sink, because I want to have a sink in my shed. Here it is. Found it. Base cabinet, double door sink unit. This is exactly what I want to add, so I'm going to click on open. So I'm going to plop that in. Now this is a pretty narrow cabinet. Before I drop it in, a 36-inch one, I am going to change this to, what do I got here? Not a 30-inch. I'm going to add in a 36-inch base for my sink. Boom. And I only want one of those cabinets. Let's see what other kinds of cabinets I can add. I am really leaning towards this 4 drawer or 2 bin. I'm going to go with 4 drawers. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on open. And how narrow is it? It's only 18 inches. Let's see if I have any wider options. Yes, I do. I'm going to add in a 24-inch option. I always like to have a couple banks of drawers next to each other. Now, I can't add anything in yet because this is just not going to fit. Look at that, it's too big, and I have this awkward little space over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my Modify tab. This cabinet is all the way into the corner. I'm going to take this one, and can I use my arrow keys? Yes, I can. I'm going to use my arrow keys, and it's just going to slide over. I'm going to take this one, click on it. Let's try that again. Didn't like that. And I'm going to use my arrow keys and slide it over. Perfect. And do it again. Oh, went too far. Slide it over. And last one. Slide it over. Now I have a little bit of space left here. So I'm going to try, because I've worked with Revit enough, I think it might work. I'm going to try to find a 12-inch wide base cabinet. So I'm going to come over here to my base cabinet. Yes, perfect. I have a 4-drawer, 12-inch wide. Oh, snap. Look what that did. I have this cabinet selected, so rather than move in a new base cabinet, it just changed that one. So on my keyboard, I'm going to try Control Z. Others, I'm going to try this button up on the top here, undo. Good. Now without that base cabinet selected, I'm going to try that again. I'm going to go back to my component tool. I'm going to go to base cabinets, and I'm going to choose this 12-inch drawer. And let's see. Oh my gosh, I have plenty of room. I'm going to see if I can fit in a 15-inch drawer. Give it a whirl. Oh, plenty of room. Let's try the next size up. 18-incher. Nice. And look at that. I have a little bit of wiggle room, which is good. I don't want to have it intersect and go all the way into that wall. Awesome. I love how that's looking. All right. Well, now that I have all of my cabinetry in, if you want, you are definitely encouraged to explore this component tab a bit more, going back into component and loading family, and just snooping around inside that US Imperial folder. So I'm going to click on base cabinets. I'm going to go back up to US Imperial, and feel free to just dig around in all of these folders. There's doors, there's ductwork, there's furniture, there is lighting systems, there's mechanical. Some neat things to add are definitely a little bit of furniture. If you look inside, oh gosh, what was it called? Specialty equipment, that's the folder. I think you're going to find maybe some appliances and some bathroom things as well. Bare minimum though for this assignment, what you need to have added is a wall's worth of base cabinetry, and no dimensions will be changed. If you want to explore a little bit further in the component, you can also add in a kitchen counter, but bare minimum, taking a screenshot right now, wall of cabinets. Explore away if you feel free.